So another thing that I like about your work is that although it has like a human form in there, even if we took this form out, to me it's still like art. It's an abstract kind of. Do you make the person first, or the form, the human form first, or do you start with just the background? We'll say, like, how does that process come into the world?
For me, it's the backdrop. That's where the real narrative is for me. So I focus a lot on the backdrop, and it's always a debate if I want to place a character that people could recognize in there or not. It just comes to me. But yeah, my main focus is the backdrop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always noticed that, like, even if this person was not in it, it's still very interesting to look at. You know, and it's still its own. It stands on its own even without that. That's amazing. So one of the things that we were talking about earlier off camera was I was saying to you that you seem to have a lot of people from the States kind of recognizing your work, recognizing your talent, and sharing it. And what do you feel about, like, sometimes I feel like artists from Toronto have to get a cosign from someone who's not from Toronto in order for Toronto people to say, yeah, I like his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're a person that builds communities. Like, how important is it for us to start appreciating what we have here?
To answer your question directly, it's very important. Although I feel like it's a different energy.
Okay.
The appreciation for art in Toronto, I think, is steadily growing. I know when I was younger, like that cosign that you're talking about in anything.
Yeah, in anything, true.
Everything, like the States, that was the standard. Now I'm noticing that we're building our own identity, and it might be because of different people that have paved the way. Obviously, like Drake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Drake put us on the map, but he's played a big role in it. And then Vince Carter. It's just like a list.
I started to shift.
Yeah. So now there is some kind of spotlight. We had the All-Star game here.
Yeah.
Different things put the spotlight on Toronto. I think the talent has always been here. We spoke about basketball off camera, and there's a history of basketball players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for some reason, we've always looked at the States as, this is the standard. But now, like, there's an energy shift, and people are starting to notice what's at home now and appreciate it a little bit more. Is it where it needs to be? I don't think it is.
No.
But the bright side is that there is a shift in energy, and it's only going to grow from here.
Excellent. I agree too. Oh, we also have to throw in Caravana.
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
That always was there. It's like, they got something going on.
Yeah.
Bubbling and winding.
Yeah.
Up there, but the eyes. In recent times, I would say the Drake effect, I like to call it, and he's. I don't think he was ever going to be denied, but if we take a real look at it, there's a cosign there.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
He was doing his thing. I mean, he was on TV, so that's great. He kind of had the eyes on him already. But yeah, if the general Toronto can just start appreciating the amazing talents coming out of here without someone else having to tell them, that would be great. And like you said, it's happening. I'm definitely seeing it. I'm a part of it. I try to show appreciation to all the talent in the city. But we just need it to be a little bit more. And that kind of leads me to another thing that I noticed with you is you collaborated with CBC.
Oh yes, CBC.
Yeah. So how did that come about? And that I believe that was for a Black History Month.
No.
No? Okay.
So what they do is they connect with Canadian artists and have them rework their logo, I guess, in their own image and style.
Okay.
So they reached out to me and said, we would like you to be a feature. They gave me the option of pretty much any month within the year.
Okay.
So when everything checked out on my end, because you don't just because it's CBC, everything checked.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Check you out. Sorry.
I had to check out the opportunity to see if it actually fits for my career, my brand.
Okay.
For me, everything checked out. The opportunity actually came from Amanda Paris, who's a friend of mine, and she's has worked in the Jane and Finch area. And what I like about her is this, like, clearly she's made it, but she's always looking for a way to come back to the community and make plugs.
Okay.
A lot of times you may not see it, but like if you pay attention, you see what she's doing. So my name got thrown into that ring as a result of her recommendation.
That's amazing. Reach back. She's reaching back.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So, yeah, and then you got your logo got to be, sorry, not your logo, your work got to be intertwined, I guess, into their logo. And then they've used that all over, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I've seen it in different forms, or I remember seeing it in a lot of different forms. That's so. Do you remember that particular piece? Did you create the piece for that logo, for that opportunity, or did you have that? That was something.
I actually had 2 ideas in mind. Actually, so my first idea was this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. And then
Hold this up again.
sure. So this is my power piece.
Yeah.
And then my second idea was my Safi piece, which is actually my favorite piece.
Yes. Okay.
I decided to go with the Safi piece because it just reminds me of like the different gazes that a Black woman would give you, whether she's upset, whether she's trying to give you some life-altering advice, like
the magic.
Yeah, all the different gazes into one, and that was my favorite.
Okay.
So that's the one that I selected for the logo. I thought about creating something brand new, but again, like the thought about creating something for a specific purpose or person, at this point in my career, it's not anything that I'm too fond of right now.
Yeah, that's not where you're going with it. Yeah, we're kind of winding down here now. So just before I let you go, is there any like collaborations that you can even tell us about, or things that you'd like to see happen, or just anything on the horizon that you want to talk about? And then maybe we can go into what this piece is. I know you didn't mention it wasn't finished, but
on camera, like there are opportunities that are happening, like that are on the table.
Yes. You ain't gotta go into detail. You ain't gotta go.
Yeah, a couple of TV opportunities, but
Oh wow, okay.
I don't like to speak on it
Until it happens.
until it
I'm
happens.
that way too. Okay.
Especially if we're filming and then this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
A couple of years later, what happened? It didn't happen. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's some stuff in the works.
Okay, that's all we need to know. Something's happening. You ain't just sleeping here.
No. I'm in the process of transitioning to Windsor.
Okay.
I'm always gonna have my roots in Toronto. I'm always gonna be doing events here. But Windsor is the next destination. And who knows, I might kind of like slip into Detroit and then get some stuff started over there.
Excellent.
But Yeah, there's a lot of projects that I'm working on right now quietly. And then when they come out,
we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cool. Nice. So thanks again. I really appreciate it. Today was a rough day.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
But we got it done. And hopefully, if you're making that transition out to Windsor, maybe Canvas Invaders might have to reach out.
Dope.
And we might have to go over to the casino and stuff. But we will go. Maybe we'll go shopping.
Okay.
Once the borders even open up.
Yeah.
And that sounds like it's going to be amazing. So thanks again. Well, before I go, tell everyone where they can get your stuff or find out more about you.
Okay. Right now I live on Instagram. It's Kofi's_art, KOFIS_ART. My website is finally getting set to launch real soon. I've decided to do a shift in brand. I'm assuming my actual name, which is Kofi Frempong. So it'll be kofifrempong.com once everything is set up. You can find me on those two spaces. Kofi's Arts on YouTube, on Twitter, Kofi's Arts again. Just Google Kofi's Arts and then, yeah.
Excellent. Cool. So thanks again. Really appreciate it. You guys check him out, follow him on his IG, and support and share his work. Thank you so much, Kofi. Really appreciate it.